Hi guys, it's coming from the Mighty Blues. This is my instant match reaction. There you have it. Everton through to the third round of the Carabao Cup with a 4-2 victory against Lincoln City at Sizzlebank Stadium. Listen, we didn't make it easy for ourselves, did we? We really didn't make it easy for ourselves. What a blockbuster game of football that was. Everton obviously conceding literally as the first whistle, as the game kicked off 20 seconds in, caught sleeping, defensively really poor. Lincoln City go 1-0 up literally straight away. Like I said, I think we just weren't expecting it whatsoever. We were still a little bit asleep defensively, and they go up and they scored a really good goal, to be fair to them. Listen, like I said, we never make it easy for ourselves, did we? I think just overall, I think we controlled the majority of the game of football, to be honest. I think there was a couple of defensive mistakes in there. Obviously, the 2 goals, really good finishes by Lincoln, to be fair. But I think, both of them were defensive mistakes by Everton players, letting, Everton defenders letting Lincoln players just run free and have a load of space, give them their due. They were absolutely fantastic finishes, especially the second one. But I do think they could have been defended a little bit better. But other than that, I think we controlled the game majorly. Obviously, we scored 4 goals. Which is really positive when you're thinking about the attack, when you're thinking about the fact that we'd only scored 1 goal this season before this game. And we looked sharp at points. We did look a little bit slow at times. We looked a little bit hesitant, especially in that midfield. I'm still not sold on Sigurdsson and Schneiderlin playing in the same midfield. I just don't think there's enough pace. I don't think there's enough energy there. But listen, you know what? We created opportunities, and I think we done well for the large part of the game. Obviously, like I said, Lincoln go 1-0 up pretty much instantly through, a decent goal for them. But, from an Everton point of view, you look at it and you think it's defensively poor. Everton then level up about 10 to 15 minutes before half-time with an absolutely fantastic free kick by Digne. And I've said this time and time before, and I'll say it again, he's the best left-back in the Premier League. He is. There's no question about it. The lad's hitting 30-yard free kicks. Doesn't matter who he's playing against. Doesn't matter, whether he's playing Manchester United, whether he's playing Lincoln. He's scoring goals like that, and he's absolutely unbelievable. Fantastic free kick, of course, to level it up just before half-time. Everton then come out again, and we're looking sharp. We're looking trying to create opportunities. Again, at times we were a little bit slow. We probably could have broken a little bit quicker at times. I think Kean was fantastic today. I really do think he was. And I was a little bit frustrated when he was brought off. But I think when you sit back and you look at it, it was probably because he's more than likely going to start on Sunday against Wolves. At least that's what we hope anyway. But, you look at Kean throughout the entire game, he was always playing off the shoulder of the defender. He was wanting that ball, and he got it a few times. And every time he got it, he was creating opportunities. He turned Lincoln inside out at one point, got 1-on-1 with the keeper, and from a really tight angle managed to hit the post, and he's very unlucky from there. He was creating opportunities for other players as well throughout the game, and I thought he was absolutely fantastic. I think to get the best out of Kean, we have to start directly playing to him, and by that I mean Gylfi Sigurdsson or Alex Iwobi or whoever it is that plays alongside him or behind him needs to be trying to find them, because I think he's absolutely unbelievable on the ball. The kid's got, absolute bags of talent, and I think, once he scored his first goal for Everton, I really do think he can crack on and get a load more. But, it's about finding him now, and it's about playing to his strengths and playing to his ability. And I think we've seen a couple of times him dropping into the midfield areas, dropping into the defensive areas and trying to pick up the ball himself, when realistically he should be having players that are, looking to pick him out and looking to obviously set him on his way, because it's very clear that when he's got the ball at his feet, he's a danger to any team in this league, because he's absolutely quality. So obviously a little bit into the second half, we win a penalty. Fantastic play once again by Kean, plays in Morgan Schneiderlin, and he's whipped up. The Sky Sports commentator saying that, it wasn't a challenge, but it was a foul. They just chat absolute shit, don't they? They just chat shit. This is the same Sky Sports commentator who said Richarlison wasn't known for his heading ability, and then, literally 2 minutes later he goes and scores a worldie header. But yeah, we won't talk about them anyway. Schneiderlin whipped up in the box, rightfully so. It's a penalty kick. Gylfi Sigurdsson, listen, I'm going to admit, when he stepped up, I wasn't entirely confident because of Gylfi's previous history with penalties, but to be fair to him, he finishes it. It's an absolutely fantastic penalty. Even if the keeper dives the right way, which he doesn't, he's still not saving it. It's a brilliant penalty by Gylfi Sigurdsson. A little bit of afters after the penalty. Not too sure why A, Gylfi runs to pick the ball up anyway when we're 2-1 up, and B, gets a yellow card for being pushed over. Obviously he runs to get the ball to stop Lincoln from playing it quickly back and starting the game again. Although, you know, like I said, I'm not too sure why he does it, because, you know, every single Everton player would have to be in our half of the game to begin after the goal. So we could have just left the ball and walked back slowly. But he's then pushed over. There's a load of afters after it. He receives a yellow card for some reason. And then Jordan Pickford runs the length of the pitch to grab a player by the shirt and also receives a yellow card. And, you know, as much as I'm into passion and I'm into, you know, players fighting for each other and fighting for the club, I just don't know whether there's a need to run the length of the pitch and grab somebody by the scruff of the neck. I think Jordan Pickford just sees, you know, situations like that and thinks, you know what, I'm going to get myself involved there. So picks himself a stupid yellow card up, but listen, it was nothing at the end of the day. Obviously, we go 2-1 up again. We look like we're in control. And I think that was sort of, you know, the story for the majority of the game. We were pretty much in control. Obviously, the possession stats showed that, the attempts showed that. It was just a couple of lapses in the defence that led to Lincoln creating opportunities. And I'm not just talking about the goals. Like I said, they had another couple of opportunities where we fell asleep a little bit defensively. Obviously, Mason Holgate coming in for Yerry Mina. I don't think he had his greatest game. I still don't necessarily think Mason's ready, to be honest. And I'm still not convinced he's a centre-half either. I just don't think he's got the position, and I just don't think he's aware to be a centre-half. I think, you know, he doesn't read the game good enough for me, in my opinion. But then obviously Lincoln level up with an absolutely fantastic strike, to be fair to them. Listen, you can pick holes in it defensively from Everton's point of view. You can say that, you know, the man wasn't sacked. You could say that he was left alone. But at the end of the day, it's an unbelievable strike. There's nothing Jordan Pickford can do. And once it leaves his boot, it's only going one place, and that's in the back of that net. So yeah, like I said, levels it up, and you're all of a sudden you're sitting there going, not again, not another Millwall, not another one of these games. Obviously, we make a couple of substitutions. We go up the other end. We're continuing to try and look for that third goal. Tosun comes on. Kean goes off again. Like I said, I was a little bit, not frustrated, but I was a little bit confused at that. But, you know, once you sort of settle it down and once you think about it, you think, you know, he had a fantastic game, Kean, and he looks a real threat. And I would be massively shocked if he's not in that starting 11 against Wolves on Sunday afternoon. But it goes up the other end, like I said, good ball in from Gylfi Sigurdsson. Tosun does fantastically well. Listen, he doesn't get a lot of credit because he purely doesn't play a lot of games, but he does fantastically well there. A lot of strikers would have tried to head that towards goal themselves. A lot of strikers would have tried to put that in the back of the net. He doesn't. He sees Iwobi is free. He cuts it back to him with a fantastic header, and Iwobi does brilliant. He puts it in the back of the net, gets his first Everton goal on his full debut. Again, more than deserved from Alex Iwobi. I thought he was fantastic as well, creating opportunities, constantly bringing the ball forward, constantly looking to make a positive impact on the game, and he deserved that goal, and it looked at that point to be the winner. But this is Everton Football Club, so you're not necessarily convinced either way. And obviously then we create another couple of opportunities. The ball goes out to Digne once again, an absolutely exquisite ball into the box, and an unbelievable finish by Richarlison. Listen, when I seen the team sheet at 6:45, I thought, you know, I personally wouldn't have put Richarlison in there. I think the kid needs a rest. I think he's played a lot of football over the past few weeks, including international duties. Obviously, he had that illness when he was away with Brazil. But an absolutely unbelievable header. Again, Sky saying that he's not known for his heading ability, and then he scored one of the best headers you'll probably see this season from an Everton player. Fantastic cross in and an absolutely unbelievable header, and then he takes his shirt off and he gets right involved with the crowd. And that was it then. You know, listen, all credit to Lincoln City. They fought. The atmosphere was really good. Obviously, they scored two really good goals, and at times they look like a decent team, but I think obviously our quality showed through in the end. And I think the biggest positive we can take from this is that, yes, we were defensively poor at times. We were playing with two players in the defence that don't usually play in Mason Holgate and obviously Djibril Sidibe, who come in for his debut. Thought Sidibe done okay defensively, was a little bit shaky at times, but I think he'll get used to the league, as with Fabian Delph as well. I thought Fabian Delph started the game fantastically. As it went on again, he started to tire a little bit, and you could see that, and that was why he was eventually brought off in the second half. He wasn't too involved, but other than that, you know, I think going forward you can only look at the positives. We've scored 4 goals there today, 4 really good goals as well, and I know 2 of them were set pieces, but the free kick's unbelievable, and the penalties really good as well. And like I said, positive impacts from Kean and Alex Iwobi. So there you go, Everton through to the third round of the Carabao Cup. We'll see who we play a little bit later on tonight. I'll be doing another video reacting to that one, so don't forget to join us there as well. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments section down below. We never make it easy. It was a blockbuster game of football, but at the end of the day, the result's all that matters in the end, and we are through. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please leave a like if you have enjoyed, and I'll see you soon on the Mighty Blues.